you're a change maker, it's a huge responsibility because there's a lot of people behind you that you want to make sure that whatever you're doing right now, they don't have to repeat, that you're making sure that it's a solid foundation.
When you can look beyond the surface, when you can look at someone and see the beauty and call it forward, that's what being a change maker is. It's a doer.
When did you first realize that music was a way of life for you guys? Or, you know, it was like maybe more than just singing in the shower?
I knew early on that this is what I wanted to do with my entire life. And I thought I was doing a good job until I met Tanya. And that's when I realized I don't know what I'm doing at all, because Tanya is the epitome of music.
My brother is a singer, and I remember I had to be like 7 years old, and he performed in church, and he killed it. And I went home and I told him and my mom, I want to be able to do whatever it is he did to make those people feel like that. That's what I want to do.
You entered the public eye at such a young age, charting songs. I'm a 90s baby, so I have to say, obviously, Sister Act 2. Like,
Mary had a little lamb.
that is history. Also, you had your first son at 19. What about that specific chapter, like what did that teach you on your journey?
It taught me, one, that I had to choose. I thought at that time, you know, I had to pick if I was going to be with my son or if I was going to work. It was a huge adjustment for a 19-year-old Tanya, you know, to kind of make such a sudden decision in the height of your career.
Michael, for you too, you became a father at 17. You wound up joining the military to help support your life. What about music at that time in your life specifically helped you?
The military, the war itself brought me music, real true purpose. The music just doesn't stop. And I'm talking about music that has no lyrics. This body of work that walks and breathes literally, it really is the song that keeps on giving for me.
Now I'm going to fast forward a few years, of course. You guys crossed paths at a festival. Now I want to hear from you two. I want to hear the full story from you guys.
This is
The
going to be an
full
argument.
story.
We're going to fight.
Michael was there with his girlfriend.
Ah, there it is. Now, I'm going to pause her.
No.
I keep saying this.
Cannot.
This was not my girlfriend.
He was performing on the stage and he killed it.
She was like, "Hi, I'm Tanya Blunt," and she put the T on it, and I'm like, "I thought you knew who I was."
I didn't know who he was. I didn't. But once I found out, woo, baby.
After a few years, you guys get married, and then I want to know what led to the decision to be like, wait, us together, our voices together, us telling these stories together.
Yeah, Mahogany Williams, a friend of ours, she heard us singing together, and she was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And so she told her pastor at the time about us, and we sang, I think, a love song at this church one Sunday morning. It was not a Christian song per se, but it was about love, and the audience loved it.
When we saw the video, we were like, "Oh, this is something different."
It feels like you guys have dabbled in so many different things, but the one soul thing is you two singing together. So why is like keeping a wide range like that important to you guys in terms of the sounds that influence you?
Because it's our love style. You know, like what you're hearing is not genres. You're hearing the different styles of our love. And people will say all the time, well, how do you ensure the longevity? Well, honesty. This is my truth. 24/7, 7 days a week.
So now I want to take a second too, just to rattle off some of these amazing accolades that you guys have. You know, you were the first Black duo nominated for Vocal Duo of the Year at the ACM and the CMA Awards. You picked up 2 2024 Grammy nominations. I know you also just won an Emmy Award. And then on top of that, you guys just released your 4th album, Plus One.
Yes.
How does it feel to be recognized in this way in this industry?
It represents so much more than what people would think it does. It represents that we belong here, that maybe we are meant to do what we're doing.
You know, it's a responsibility. You know, when you think about it, and the 13,000 people that are voting in the Grammys don't all look like us, which means that it's a bunch of us all coming together and saying, this is what we like, this is what's working.
I think to see, again, the way that you guys will be able to break out in this way and then collaborate with other stars. When you have like Miranda Lambert, Zach Bryan, Chris Stapleton, Brandy Carlisle, I think this is so cool
Yes,
because,
very cool.
you know, it's music that we all love.
What we do best as Michael and Tanya, the War and Treaty, is we love to kind of put our hands on the heartbeat or the pulse of what our people are going through. And we're going to create for the people that need to see that, that need to know that their country is not that far gone to where a dreamer like a Beyonce cannot dream to win a category and win. That a Shabuzi who has Nigerian roots cannot dream to be a country artist and he be seen.
Ooh, that was beautiful. You guys are both really strong advocates for mental health of U.S. soldiers and veterans. Talk to me just a little bit about, of course, why this cause is so near and dear to your heart.
This is a twofold thing for me. I would like to first speak to the specific veteran. I would say, first off, take care of the people that are taking care of you. Let them know that what they do is special. And the other thing is, we have to remember the men and women who serve our country, and especially those who are going through situations to where it feels like the country's turning on them now. I'm seeing so many people exiting the military and being forced out the military. They're going to need a lot of love right now. You know, so to our transgender community, the answer is not to check out of here. The answer is not suicide. The answer is to fight and to be loved.
What is advice that you would give someone who is on their way to being a change maker, who is, making moves in whatever their respective the fields are or passions or anything like that?
Act now. You don't need an invitation to make a change. All you need is guts.